penises and one thumb.
All right. 2 penises, 1 thumb. It is time for episode 15 of the Baubak Podcast with the main host, Kyle Scanlon, and Baubak Bader.
Hello.
And our 4 producers. They're trying to get a 5th one. And they're trying to get me to buy a house for a studio.
This is something I was pitching.
Kyle
started something I was pitching.
Kyle, you're usually more monetarily responsible, and like you stop.
This is responsible.
This is responsible.
I could
9,000 square feet.
Yeah.
Downtown is not responsible.
Yeah, no, that's irresponsible. This is a permanent solution.
We have an office, or not even an office. We have a studio that could be the size of one of Google's floors, and we have not broken 100 listeners, which has in a way broken me.
I feel it's kind of made me stronger because I was like, oh, you know, they say if you build it, it will come. And it's nice to build it and then nothing happens. It's nice to build it and then it just be like, well, what a slow decline.
Dude, that's
if you build it, it will slowly decline. That's the new saying.
Is that stand-up comedy for us? Or
yeah, I've been getting diminishing returns in pretty much everything I've ever touched.
Well, that's tough. That's tough. And I actually feel the same.
Yeah.
Things are just diminishing in general.
But I'm glad that now every time I go to the grocery store, it's $300. I think that's cool.
Dude, it is. Like, I joke, like we all joke about inflation. We're like, yeah, whatever. I'm not kidding. It is so fucking expensive that I'm like, what is happening? How is this chicken breast $16?
Dude, I wanted just I just wanted like beef jerky last night. Like I just wanted like a little snack, you know?
Where'd you go? What store?
Just the gas station by my house.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I'll just get like a little like the cheap ones, you know? Like they used to be $1. It was $3.69 for like
Holy
a thing. I was
shit.
like,
wait, for a stick?
Yeah, for a stick.
Oh
of
my
beef jerky.
God, dude.
I was like, fuck this. I'll see crackers, I guess.
Bullets are cheaper.
Yeah.
People are going to start loading them and using them, too. They're going to be like, if I can't get a beef jerky stick, I'm just going to shoot myself.
I think if you charge over $3 for a beef jerky stick, I should be allowed to like hold up your store.
You know what's next is the gas station, the hard-boiled eggs, when you're like in a pinch.
Ew.
Those are going to $4.
Yeah, those are disgusting. You ever eat those?
I don't think it's terrible.
You don't think it's terrible?
The hard-boiled ones?
They had them at my job all the time, like where you could just like you could grab some, and I was just like, I don't know about this.
They taste the same to me.
They stink.
Yeah, I mean, eggs, if you leave them out, like Easter stinks.
Yeah, that's true.
Not just because of what they did to Jesus, but just in general, like.
What'd they do to Jesus? I didn't see that.
I thought you're Christian. They
I don't think
nailed him to the cross and then he resurrected.
What?
Yeah. I'm what do they call it? Theology. Hey, somebody help me, one of the producers. What do they call it?
Cialis.
No.
Jewish.
No.
Origami.
Mexican.
No. If you're a
Burger King.
religious expert, what is it called in college?
A theologian?
Theologian. Yes. That's what I am.
Another thing you jerk off to, huh?
Dude.
Horses eating theologians.
And well,
Chess.
and Eamon, what's my condition with food? What am I called?
Schizophrenic.
That's not a me question.
No, it's
That's
Phil.
He likes-
Stillophilia.
'cause he likes to
Stillophilia.
watch people
Yeah,
do it.
stillophilia.
Is that why you guys
Yeah, I'm gonna
kinda-
watch you later.
Okay. I am hungry.
Stillophilia.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you watch the reruns of Seinfeld that much?
No, but I'm thinking about having him on the pod.
Seinfeld? Dude, he'd be a good guest. That's a good idea.
We should just make a list of people who we want to have on that we know. Like Barack Obama would be a great guest.
He would be, yeah, he's like really charismatic.
What about Carmen Electra?
Dude, still, I swear to God, whenever I saw her on Last Dance, it was just like, how are you still this hot?
We need to do.
She's unbelievable.
Hey, Austin, we need to do a pod where we rank all the women and men over 50 that are still very hot.
Carmen Electra might be like right up there.
Well, we just
I love
yeah.
that idea.
Yeah, because there's a lot of them that are very hot, and it's
They're
like, how are you
so
so hot?
hot.
How is Mario Lopez still so hot?
Is John Hamm over 50?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
and
he's hot.
Yeah. I don't think.
What if I could only think of guys?
Why are we doing only guys right now? We're 4 guys and a lesbian doing only guys.
Do you do the opposite too? Like, do you go like, hey, I don't know if you guys seen Russell Crowe lately, but
he's looking pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh, people who just fell off the cliff over 50?
Well, no, it's just life. You know, it's just normal. I feel like that's what happens to everybody. How's your love life?
I'm out there.
Yeah, you're out there.
Yeah, different types of food.
Different types of food. What kind of food did we getting into?
I had Thai food at 5 p.m. on Monday, and then I was still hungry, so I ordered a sandwich 3 hours later.
That's wild because I know you like so well. Like I know that you're not one of those people that's like, oh, I'll just get like a little. I'm just hungry a little bit. I'll just order like a little sandwich. Like just like I'll just order like a little thing, you know? Like
no, the 12-inch sandwich was the dessert 3 hours after I had
like
my dinner.
But when you ordered Thai food, you ordered plenty of Thai food.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not saying like I'm saying like you didn't get like, oh, I'm just hungry for like an appetizer.
Oh no.
Like you would never do that.
No, it was.
And that's like part of why I respect you.
Yes, it was the full brown rice, meat and shrimp dish, spicy whatever, krav. I'm doing it wrong.
Did you have to tell him that you were too scared to do the hot chip?
No, I don't like eating on camera. I like watching people eat on camera.
I looked beautiful though. I was crying. There's blue stuff coming out of my nose.
All right, guys, what do we have next?
Yeah. I was trying to get Chris to tell me something about his love life.
Listen up, all you two-time and ducky shin crackers. You better pipe down, get ready to listen to this week's episode of the Baubak Podcast.
Yeah, it's the 20s and we're gangsters.
We don't want any funny business today, capiche? When this Persian and his dirty Mick friends start flapping their gums. So help me God, you better like, subscribe, and share this show with all your friends.
And in case you funny duckies wasn't aware, this program is absolutely free, so you're getting the post-war product for pre-war prices. So we better not hear any complaining come out of them yams of yours, or you'll do for a whacking. Am I clear?
Christopher Columbus, look over there. Is that
Joe Pesci?
You're listening to the Baubak Podcast. Forget about it.
Pesci, my Goomba? How are you? How's your mother?
Come on, Pesci, answer the guy.
All right, I'm tired of this guy.
I like it. I wish it was longer.
Mozzarella, you just killed Academy Award winning actor Joe Pesci.
It wasn't me. It was...
Oh, Robert De Niro.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Bobby, what are you doing? What are you doing here, man?
I'm listening to the Baubak Podcast.
Hey! Boys.
What is that cartoon where the mouse makes Italian food? What is it called?
Ratatouille.
You talking about
Ratatouille. I have fucking Ratatouille as producers. It's unbelievable. And just thank God Italians just don't get offended because it's just every racial slur. And Eamon's saying racial slurs about Irish people. He's Irish, which I think find hilarious.
Yeah, I'm allowed to say it.
So he's allowed to say it. Self-hatred and Ratatouille. And that's Austin's new haircut.
That looks like Austin.
That looks like Austin
Yeah.
in his new hair. Austin is the Ratatouille guy.
Yeah, you're a Ratatouille guy.
Hey, that's fine.
I think it's time for the news, Nick. What do you think?
Broadcasting live from the El Changulato Memorial Studio in Chicago, Illinois. It's time for the news with Baubak and Kyle. Here's your hosts, Baubak and Kyle.
Yeah, Rip Gran. Rip Gran 64, who attracts men half her age, shares tips of jaw-dropping body. But we've really been on this like hot old people thing lately. We really have been.
Yeah, we've kind of
She
beat
is
into the
cute.
ground.
She does look old though.
I mean, when you get into those veins,
Yeah.
it's just if you're in the broad daylight and those
Yeah.
veiny hands are on you, I can't.
There's parts of the body that just age no matter what you do to take care of yourself.
Like
And I
your
feel
hands, and then Your neck.
Your neck for sure.
Unless
Your neck for
you're like
sure.
Kris Jenner and you've had like 5 facelifts.
Yeah, you have 9 new necks.
Yeah, I mean that's
damn. But look at this. She has like a fucking 6-pack, 12-pack.
to be that age and do that.
It's so hard.
She's got to be on something, right?
Why wouldn't you be? I feel like everyone else is.
I believe for long-term weight loss and health benefits, we need to train effectively, as in weight training, plus be aware of our macros rather than calorie-based only. So there's a doctor on the internet who's debunked that several times, and he's an actual physician, and he's an obesity specialist. I love the guy. I forget what his name is, Dr. Oglowski or whatever. He was like a college wrestler. Cool guy, his Instagram page. And he has hilarious memes about calories in, calorie out. Like, oh, my macros, micros. He's like, no, just energy burning. That's all that
That's
matters.
all it is?
Yeah, he's just calling everyone out.
You
Like,
just got to burn more calories.
he's just calling
than
them
you
all
take in.
quacks. He's like, you could have 2 slices of pizza a day, and if it's under 1,500 calories and you've walked 5,000 steps, you're in an energy deficit, and you'll still lose weight.
That's awesome. I want to do that diet.
And
I don't think I could stop at 2 pieces though.
attracts men half her age.
Yeah,
Like,
I get that.
can we get some of the men? Are any of the men up in here or no? Does Grandma have them up?
I didn't see any.
This is a very funny article because it just fizzles out. Like they didn't really like it started with like, hey, we got a news story, and then it just ends with like like them just naming a couple of the comments. Like the last one is just like, you're an inspiration, and then it's just the end of the article.
What's crazy to me is it says read next, and then there's 3 other articles about Fit Grand 64. And it's like, how many? The Daily Star in the UK is only making articles about this one fit grandma.
And they call her a gran in every single one. Is that like a UK thing?
Yeah, they call them grands.
They call them grans.
ripped grand.
It's a European thing. You know
I don't
what?
like that. That's stupid.
But if they have enough money, like why can't, like, because usually men date the younger women.
Yeah.
And then the men have money, so the women feel more secure. But I want to. Where are those 70-year-old women with the super yachts?
Yeah.
Like, take me on it.
I'll do it.
Like, take me on those. Like, those 70-year-old women, like, you take me on your yacht.
Yeah, me
You
and
know,
my dog
take
need
your
a better
dentures
life.
out and, go to town. Do whatever you want. I'll wipe down the whole boat if you're going to pay for shit.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to finally have somebody pay for something.
Yeah, I imagine that would be nice.
Maybe we could get some of these grands to sponsor our pod.
That would be cool.
It
We
would.
should get a sugar mama for our podcast.
I could look into that.
Yeah, look into sugar mamas.
Let's see if we can trick a guy or a woman to like sugar daddy for us, but we're a whole podcast.
Well, an older
try
man.
girls
I don't really.
first.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
try girls first
okay,
for
let's
us.
try that.
I mean, Austin's just Freudian slip of what he wants.
Yeah. He's like, what if it was a guy, though?
Austin's
I
Freudian
could probably
slip.
find a guy faster.
We know
than a
what you
girl.
want.
You can definitely find a guy faster.
That's the problem. Yeah.
100% you can find a guy that will do it. Let's start with ladies, though. We need some diversity in this podcast.
There'll be 30 old men just being like,
Yeah.
I kind of feel like there's a conspiracy theory going on here because this person, Christine Yunnan, which is one of the people who writes for the Daily Star,
Yeah.
on August 29th made an article about the Fit Gran.
No way.
On August 31st, made an article about the Fit Gran. On September 5th, made an article about the Fit
Holy
Gran.
shit.
And on September 11th, made an article about the 5th Gran. And they're
On
all by the same
9/11?
person.
have some respect. I
That's
mean,
2
fucking
weeks. This
She
one
cranked out
person
4 of
made
them?
4 articles about the same person, and all it is just selfies and saying, "Look at her, she's old and hot. Isn't that cool?"
I think we know whose granddaughter is a journalist.
Yeah. She said she dances with her granddaughter on it.
Yeah.
Could be her. Oh, here's
What
another one,
editor
September
was like,
28th.
stay on this?
Yeah. Don't let her get away.
Here's another one, September 28th.
Dude, this is okay.
Jesus Christ.
We're
It's the same
being
lady
duped.
too. It is.
Is this?
Crazy.
Yeah, we're being duped. Like 6 articles of just this lady's pictures.
Can you click on that author? Let's find out more about her.
Yeah, I have it pulled
It's
up
so
over
funny.
here.
Let's
let's-
find out Grand's
Let's fucking
Instagram page.
Let's bury this this author that probably
Let's
makes
interview Grant.
$19,000
Okay.
a year.
Get her Instagram page, DM her, and let's interview Gran.
I'll message her right now.
And
Do you
we'll say
think
we're a
she'll
couple
respond?
younger men and we're interested.
Yeah. I don't think these people will speak with us.
But you DM enough of them. There's a price for everything.
Yo. Read
Maintains. Okay, I'm gonna let you do that.
Nita usually makes steamy religious claims, which include having threesomes with her husband and the holy deity.
What does that mean?
What does that mean, Eamon, the holy deity?
Well, hold on. Go back up. I was looking
What's
at something.
deity mean?
It's
It
God.
just means God.
So she says her, God, and her husband have a threesome?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Dude, you're not fucking God.
Yeah.
No, you're cucking God, if anything. He's
Here's
watching.
a great quote. God is guiding me through my OnlyFans career.
Like, what is God doing right now? He's in his boardroom,
Yeah.
or she.
They.
Every movie, they were Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. I think that's just his voice. I think he's got a God.
They.
Kind of God. They have
Their,
a God
their voice.
Well, Morgan Freeman isn't gender neutral. You can call him he.
No. Didn't he
No.
have a? Didn't Morgan Freeman? I feel like he got away with one, cause he like. Hold on. He dated like his granddaughter.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he's not Woody Allen. We're talking about Morgan Freeman.
I know. Morgan
You're messing
Freeman.
up.
Look
They're
it
both
up.
white.
No. Look it up. Morgan Freeman has sex with granddaughter.
All right,
Something like that.
we have to get to the root of this. Wait, it's not Errol Musk. Adair is
it's
the daughter of
his
Freeman's first wife.
That's who he started dating.
I mean, that's still crazy, though.
yeah.
Wait.
Hines and her biological mother were just starting to reconnect, and the two spent time together the day she was murdered. Morgan Freeman blamed for granddaughter's death. What?
Damn.
Oh God, this is gonna be like a.
I'm
Cosby
so
Hannibal
good
thing.
at podcasting. Look at this.
This was 2019. He was blamed for his granddaughter's death at killer's sentencing in 2019.
Wow. This
What
is
happened?
Great.
Oh, see, COVID saved his ass.
Yeah.
So I guess
Saved his ass.
I guess that
All
like,
the judges, all the courts were just like, all right.
it looks like the killer.
You can't
I guess
prosecute
I
God.
go. I guess I go free again.
I guess the killer was like caught and was being sentenced and said it was Morgan Freeman's fault. So he was like, "No, I killed her, but it's his fault that I did."
But wait. So
pretty
did
funny.
he kill his granddaughter or did he fuck her?
No, he was like dating his granddaughter, his first wife's daughter. Can we get the specific thing? He
Wait.
sexually abused the
Oh my lord!
alleging
In an
that he-
emotional sentencing of the man who killed Morgan Freeman's granddaughter, the defendant's family screamed that it was all the famed Shawshank Redemption actor's fault. I thought they said it's all because of Shawshank Redemption.
alleging that he sexually abused the victim when she was younger. Morgan Freeman molested her, and he caused this. He did that. Lamar Davenport yelled as he held a bloody knife that he used during the murder. He did it. I'm innocent. He did it.
He's innocent. It was an accident. Well, how did she die? This whole pod is going to be about this. Like,
Stabbing. More than
Stabbing.
25 times?
how do you
Man.
accidentally stab someone 25
Oh, he was on
times?
PCP. It was a PCP
So-
induced rage.
So this is just saying that like there are allegations that Morgan Freeman slept with his step granddaughter.
I told you, dude.
and
Dude,
apparently-
Errol
I'm
Musk.
so
Errol
smart.
Musk and Morgan Freeman. I mean, this is like there's a club for this.
I'm a fucking little genius, dude.
apparently because of him sleeping with her, this other random guy stabbed her 25 times in broad daylight in full view of neighbors and pedestrians.
Jesus, dude, that's so scary. There's this show on Netflix. It's like murderers that
Drug induced.
well, they so they it's people that went to jail and are serving like a life sentence or going into to death row, and they were so fucked up at the time they committed the crimes. They have no idea what happened really. They just are they were in a drug coma. That'd be pretty wild to wake up from just you go out and have some drinks, and then the next day you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm in jail forever.
Probably happened to a lot of people actually.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
What's the worst thing you've ever done when you were drunk? Say it on the pod for the record. And dig deep. One of the probably, and no food related stuff. I know exactly where your mind goes.
We're gonna have to bleep this out. Okay. But I was 22 years old. I got wasted, and I was with a bunch of my friends, and bar closed, and we went to an after hours because we were in college. And I thought it'd be a good idea to get naked and put my dick between my legs and repeatedly screamed, "I have a pussy." And that went on until I was about 27.
I don't think we need to bleep that. That's fine.
That's fine.
That's just
make a
good old
clip out of
fun.
it.
That's
That'd
just
be
good old 5-year fun.
That was better than the Morgan Freeman segment.
Yeah, that was somehow more appropriate.
All right, guys, it's fall, which means it's time for gonorrhea.
Dude, yeah.
Dude, that is scary.
No gonorrhea here at this podcast.
They're
We
going to
get
give us a gonorrhea shot. There's
Yeah,
gonna
we
be a
get-
jab for gonorrhea.
We get penicillin shots as a
No,
team.
these are
squad
gonorrhea.
up.
There are some gonorrheas. It's like the super strains that are penicillin resistant.
What?
Yeah, which is like crazy because you could have gonorrhea forever.
What does that mean though? Like, what is the side effects of gonorrhea?
I've never had gonorrhea.
Me neither.
But I have been told that it's horrible for men.
Really?
Especially like pussy pee-pee.
Oh.
Like you're just
That's a terrible name for a bar.
pussy pee-pee.
Pussy.
That's
pee-pee.
actually what a urologist, a friend of mine, he said, "Well, you get pussy pee-pee." I was like, "Is that a you call it pee-pee? Like you're a physician of the penis."
Yeah.
He's like, "Pussy pee-pee, you don't want to get it." And I said, "Are you a urologist?" And he said, "No. Do you want fries with that?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Yes." And I was at Al's Beef, just wasted, but he was telling me, "Watch out for pussy
Between
pee-pee."
my legs.
So
they're trying to. So they're basically just trying to say that like diseases kind of like come in and out of style with the seasons change.
oh, so New York Fashion Week.
Yeah, I kind of think. Don't you kind of think it's just kind of like, well, the summer slowed down. It's cold again. People are going out less, and they're like, all right, fine, I'll go get tested. Like I had a wild summer. Why don't I just go get tested? Like that's what I feel like what's happening here.
I think there's just nothing else for them to write about. And they're like, we need pandemic style clicks. So now we're getting this like super gonorrhea strange, the yellow fever from a female chinquaqua mosquito
All of
that's
that.
giving it.
What are we?
I was just highlighting that because I wanted Bader to try to read.
Female Aedes albacus mosquitoes, which can carry yellow fever and dengue fever
It's crazy,
and
dude.
chikungunya fever, are sensitive to seasonal changes.
Dude, one sentence. There's 5 words I can't pronounce in there.
Dude, I barely knew how to say mosquito.
I'm
Well, it's not
surprised.
spelled like you think it would be.
I'm surprised you didn't know how to pronounce that one because that's what you say when describing us all the time. Dengue.
Dengue.
Then gay. Them boys gay.
Also, this was published by PBS. This article.
PBS is still a thing?
PBS? Yeah, we're still doing it. It's still going.
Why
PBS
does
is
the
good.
public broadcasting station have a website?
That reports news.
They're not broadcast.
We need some news that doesn't have an agenda. This is the way news should go. It should all be publicly funded, and then there should be no.
All gonorrhea.
News should just be Twitter.
That's yeah. And just have a hellhole for
Yeah,
life.
I just get my news from Twitter.
All right. I don't know. I didn't really think that was. I think that's kind of like nonsense. I mean, I guess it makes sense that stuff will go in and out, but it's like
It's like flu season, but
they're
gonorrhea.
just like, oh, we're gonna prepare for gonorrhea season,
the way.
and it's like, how do you? I mean, what are those public service announcements?
Well, have you ever been so nervous that like you're getting ready to go out and you just put a condom on? Like you just leave your house wearing a condom?
Yes.
I've done that.
Yes.
I want Joe Biden to make like a public announcement about pussy pee-pee.
Yeah.
What he's gonna do to help us.
Fuzzy pee-pee, dude.
pee-pee.
Joe,
Joe Biden.
Joe would be just right next to all the CEOs of all the big pharma companies talking about
Yeah, you got to do the eyes first with the Joe Biden
pus,
impression.
pus,
They're saying, please tell me you're
Pus.
saying pus.
pus in the penis, my penis, pus.
That was my nickname in high school.
Yeah.
It's good to have such a...
Who's I was playing with someone down the street. Pussy Pee-Pee, my buddy Pussy Pee-Pee.
It's good to have a president that really knows what's going on.
Dude. It's like truly what is going to happen.
Dude, he has to live 2 more full years. I don't think anybody understands that. Our president of the United States has to live 2 more full years.
What's his 80th birthday?
Next year.
No, I mean, he's 79 already. When's his birthday, though?
I could look it up.
November 20th, 1942.
He's turning 80. Going on 180. But he has to live 2 more full years.
In less than 2 months.
That's so awesome. We're going to have an 80-year-old president.
I would take the 80-year-old president if he was like that woman.
No, I know more old people. No old people. All
the
worst people.
64-year-old woman who's like very ripped.
No, I guarantee you she is like so full of herself.
That's true.
Let's see what she said. I just texted her on Instagram. We'll see if she responds.
Yeah. President should be 50 to 65.
What if she's actually, will you bleep that if she responds and says I'll do it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
This next article is a great one. You guys are going to love it.
Yeah, I'm glad we did this one. I'm
going to let you take this from here.
So here's the name of this article. Texas crisis centers remain busy despite plans to end rape. So I would like to thank you guys for putting this on there, because whenever I was on the train on the way here, a girl sat down right next to me on the train while I was reading this article. And then I was like, oh my God. Like, the only way I can make this worse is to be like, no, I have a podcast.
Did you get her number?
No, I didn't make eye contact. I didn't look up at all.
You were that guy in the L where the girl's like texting her mom, sharing her location.
Yeah, I know immediately. Like, there's probably a picture of me on an Instagram story right now.
You don't look like a Texan that would be anti-rape at all.
I don't know if they're so the whole idea of they're like, I love this idea because it's like, no, we don't need jail. We'll just say no more crime, guys. Like, it's like that kind of like logic behind their thinking. They'll just like, no, we'll just make rape illegal. And it's like, well,
we're going to put an end to
it. Hot shot, it already might be.
We're not going to pass. You can't get an abortion because we're working really hard to make sure people don't rape anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, Governor Greg Abbott needs to retire. Like,
all these
the guy
fuckers
is
do.
Terrible. Like, and why are we letting white men over the age of 65 with their extreme thoughts?
Yeah, you don't get to have any thoughts.
We need to stop.
You need to be like sanctioned to a porch in a rocking chair.
I can't even. We are struggling to keep up with demand. God.
The related article is Rape is a Crime. Governor Abbott still working on promise to eliminate rapists in Texas.
See, eliminate rapists. That's an interesting promise because they got a lot of guns in Texas, and they could eliminate rapists pretty easily.
They could, yeah.
He's not eliminating rapists. He's making them fathers.
Yeah.
You can't eliminate rapists by making them fathers.
I had a question related to this article.
Sure.
I've always been of the strong mindset that Texas should just go away, that we should just let them go back to being a country. Because when I had lived there, they were really proud that they used to be a country and really pushing it. And
they would never survive.
That's not our problem.
There's a lot of good things in Texas.
They'd still have to trade.
There's great barbecue.
We'd have trade routes.
There's great barbecue. There's reasonable cities.
Yeah. It's funny to laugh at the Cowboys when they lose.
Stephen A's Cowboy stuff would go away. Like, we can't have that.
I would be upset about that.
They can still be part of the national football.
And
we need Luka,
Dallas
too.
Cowboys cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Mark Cuban lives in Texas.
The NFL can play games in England, so they can still play the Cowboys.
Texas? Nope. Okay. No, we're gonna take away the two.
So we just make Texas a totally separate country.
Yes.
Yeah, like they used to be.
Should we like visit Texas like we're visiting Mexico?
Yeah.
Like anything goes here.
I mean, after this week with like Florida and like California has stuff that's fucked up all the time. Texas just wants to go away. I say we just cut off the coast and just make the Midwest the best part of the country.
The Midwest is the best part of the country.
You think that's true?
No, but we live here, so I like to say it.
Me too. I always like to say if New York and LA fell into a river, then we would be the best place. because we would be. If you don't count,
Or
those
just
two-
the only place left.
if you close your eyes and just think about if those two places were gone, Chicago really is a great city.
This has been a great commercial on Chicago.
How do you say this?
It's PUBG.
PUBG. What does that mean?
It's a video game. It's
an acronym.
It's
like
an acronym for a video.
Eamon knows what it. Eamon, what is it?
It's like a Fortnite game, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's a battle royale style.
Player
shooter.
Unknown's Battleground.
Player Unknown Battlegrounds.
Can I tell you something that I didn't know about Fortnite until like it was so all over the culture like a couple years ago, and then I just didn't understand. I thought it was a dancing game. I for real thought it was like people like trying to do
the dances on the show, yeah.
And then I learned that it was like a killing game.
Yes, if you kill, then you can like
Then
dance
you
afterwards.
can dance.
You can do emotes in the game.
Oh, I always thought Fortnite was like Doom, the game that I played when I was like 8 years old.
Oh, I
and like
loved it.
everyone just kills people.
Yeah. If you
Yeah, I
combine
mean,
your
that's-
two's
yeah,
idea,
that's kind of
it is
how it
Fortnite,
is.
yes.
right there in the middle to the left is Bruno Mars, and the middle to the right is Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
They can be on Fortnite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's LeBron's in Fortnite. Who else is in Fortnite?
The Rock is playing a character in the storyline of Fortnite.
Should they just dance until people die?
Nope.
So it's
that's-
it's a battle royale game.
there's
like
LeBron.
a
Is that Snoop Dogg?
yeah. Well,
That's supposed to be.
No, that's
Snoop Dogg?
LeBron.
LeBron's on the right.
No.
Guys are like a knockoff
left,
Snoop Dogg.
To the left. No.
Oh, no, I see LeBron. There's a guy on the ground crying.
No, so it's basically a game where you just shoot people, but they have a thing called emotes that you can do where there are dances and other stuff. So people like to do it to taunt people. Like back in the day when you were playing Call of Duty and stuff, you would teabag,
teabag people?
which is where you would just
Yeah.
hop up and down. People do this
It's
now,
a more
so they have
sophisticated teabag.
and they just have like licensing agreements with a bunch of real people and characters, so you can
This
play
game's
as
like
Batman.
the Hunger Games also. So
Why are we recognizing the Taliban as they're a government or something?
Yeah.
These
there
are
you go. It comes around.
They were responsible for 9/11. Some of the most horrific things in the world they've accomplished. Like what?
It is very funny to be like chopping off a journalist's head and being like, you know what? This fucking video game is too violent.
It just
Let me finish getting through this neck bone of this fucking
like
cartoonist for the Wall Street Journal. And
in 20 years, we've allowed the Taliban to get so organized that now they're doing press releases.
Yeah.
Like soon the Taliban are going to be like, try our croissants, and they're going to have. Like,
I'm telling you right now, Baubak, we are 6 months away from a Taliban podcast.
Oh, at least or a YouTube page.
Yeah.
Well, they already have you. That's how they recruit.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
There's going to be Taliban restaurants. There's going to be Taliban pitas. Like,
I like pitas.
mm-hmm. Any more articles, boys?
Yeah, I was trying to look up a video of Fortnite because I wanted to show you that your point of the Taliban thinking it's too violent is very funny because like it's just cartoon characters dancing. Like they have guns and then they
cut people's heads off on
Oh,
videos.
did you see though also in this that with this game they're also like getting rid of TikTok there too.
Really?
Yeah, within the next 90 days.
Who is?
The Taliban.
They're getting rid of their TikTok.
Yeah, they're getting rid of their TikTok.
She's just like, listen, the Taliban has their own TikTok.
Dude, anything that could possibly make them dance, they're like, no, thank you.
That's what it is. It's not
Yeah.
about violence. It's about
It's
the
not about
dancing.
violence.
It
it's
causes
about
the young
dancing.
generation to go astray. But when we tie C4 to 8-year-olds
Yeah.
and send them into churches, that
That's
doesn't cause them
different.
to go astray.
That's
for God. And that's been the news, guys. It is time for
Want
our
more news
favorite.
with Baubak and Kyle?
Too fucking bad.
Life isn't fair, asshole.
Read a book, pussy.
Dude, that song rocks.
I
I want to make that my ringtone.
It is time for our favorite part of the podcast, which is the near-end product review.
Can we not do anything that's going to like kill me this
And I
week?
love doing this because typically we get Kyle to eat on camera, which makes me very horny when I'm alone later. What do we have here?
One of my
Austin?
friends said it's wild that you just keep like making money off of.
We have a
eating.
Domino's pizza,
Okay.
which
I feel like that's like a
have a large problem with.
Okay.
So we'd like to have Kyle try the Domino's pizza in the product review.
That's it?
Yes, this is Bader's favorite pizza ever, is what he has told me.
No, it is my favorite, one of my favorite styles of pizza.
Ooh, this is like a nice little cracker crust.
It's
Yeah.
thin crust, cheese, pepperoni, sausage, onion, and mushroom.
What do you think
Pretty good.
overall?
That's better than the stupid Italians can make.
The stupid what?
I don't know. We're just playing Italian, so I figured I'd shit on them.
All right, guys, this has been episode 15 of the Baubak Podcast.
eat some of this?
You're not going to try it?
I don't eat on camera.
Why
Take
not?
a fucking
it's
bite.
good, dude. Look how big of a bite I can take.
What if there are other cinephiliacs out there?
Hold on, look.
You should eat the whole pizza. Yeah! There's some content. There we go.
My baby boy eats food.
How is it?
This has been the Baubak Podcast. I have to go. I have to go home and order 3 of these. You were listening to episode 15. Thank you to my host, Kyle Scanlon.
Love you. I'll take that.